Japan, such a wonderful country with a deep history and a great culture. And today we're going to be talking about the rise and unity of Japan. And our research question is, how did feudalism influence Japanese cultural identity formation during the Edo period? And we're going to be answering to the next questions. Rise and unity. How did feudalism affected the social structure in Japan? How did feudalism influence the samurai lifestyle? And what are the drawbacks of the feudalism in the education of Japanese people? The Edo period refers to the years from 1603 until 1868, when the Tokugawa family ruled Japan. This area is named after the city of Edo, modern-day Tokyo, where the Tokugawa shogunate had its government. It's also sometimes referred to as the early modern period because it was at this time that many of characteristics of modern Japanese society were formed. During the Edo period in Japan, feudalism significantly shaped social structure, affecting various aspects of society. Feudalism, with its hierarchical system of lords, vassals, and peasants, established a rigid class of system known as the four divisions of society, or shinokosho. At the top were the samurai, followed by peasants, artisans, and merchants. The samurai class, made up of warriors loyal to their lords, held significant power and privileges. They were given land and stipends in exchange for their service, and were required to abide by the code of Bushido, emphasizing loyalty, honor, and duty. Peasants formed the basis of society, cultivating the land and providing food. They were related to their feudal lords and lived under the strict rules, often facing high taxes and labor obligations. Craftsmen and traders occupied the low ranks of social hierarchy, despite their economic contribution. Artisans produced goods needed for daily life, and the merchants facilitated trade and commerce. However, the samurai often looked down on them and faced restriction in their activities. Feudalism during the Edo period promoted stability and social order, but also perpetuated inequality and restricted social mobility. The rigid class system limited people to their assigned role, making it difficult for them to move beyond their predetermined station in life. Feudalism had a profound impact on the social structure of Japan during the Edo period, shaping the life of its people and reinforcing hierarchical divisions, said former historian in the interview.
Feudalism had profound influence on the samurai lifestyle during the Tokugawa shogunate. The feudal system in Japan, characterized by a strict social hierarchy and a code of conduct, significantly impacted the lifestyle of the samurai warriors during the Tokugawa shogunate. This influence can be observed through various aspects of samurai life, including the social status, moral values, daily routines, and political roles. For example, according to the Study Smarter 2024, the feudal system placed the samurai at the top of social hierarchy, emphasizing their role as elite warriors serving the feudal lords. This social structure dictated their privileges and responsibilities within the Japanese society. According to the Kyotogram 2018, the code of Bushido, fundamental aspect of feudal Japan, shaped the moral values and behavior of the samurai. This code emphasized loyalty, honor, and self-control, guiding the samurai in their interactions and decision-making processes. According to the British 2024, the daily life of the samurai was influenced by the feudal system's expectations and norms. They were required to adhere to strict codes of conduct, including the etiquette and manners, reflecting their high status within society. According to the Cartwright 2019, the samurai played a crucial role in maintaining the feudal system's political stability during the Tokugawa shogunate. They served as military warriors and were involved in political decisions, making their processes under the authority of feudal lords and the shogun. This was proven by the survey that I made for 9th grade students, where I collected 90 results, and here are the best answers that I got. In conclusion, the impact of feudalism on the samurai lifestyle during the Tokugawa shogunate was profound and multifaceted. The social status, moral values, and daily routines and political roles of the samurai were all significantly influenced by the feudal system's structures and expectations. Historical context sheds light on how feudalism shaped not only the lives of the individual samurai but also the broader cultural identity of Japan during this period.
Japanese education suffered greatly as a result of the feudal system in place throughout the Edo period. The education system was significantly impacted by the feudal system, which was defined as the exchange of military duty and allegiance for land ownership and use between lords and vassals. The shogunate founded schools to spread Confucianism throughout the Edo era, which gave upper-class samurai their moral training. This influence was most noticeable during that time, but there were a number of problems with this system. Firstly, restricted access to education. The shogunate of feudal domains established schools for their retainers, and the samurai class was a major target audience for the feudal education system. There's a large educational gap as a result of the system's instinctive limitation on commoners and other classes' access to education. Secondly, absence of diversified learning. Confucianism and reading Chinese language literature were the bulk of this school's curricula, according to the Mohammed Chan Suhan and Robert Frederick Wilson researchers in 2018. The breadth of learning was restricted by this narrow concentration and diversified knowledge, which is essential for full intellectual development, was not encouraged. Thirdly, integrate institutional structures. Japan's feudal system was mostly a personal affair between lords and vassals, with less contractual foundations, according to the Cartwright Educations and in 2019. One enduring shortcoming of the shogunates was the absence of official institutes of administrations, which perhaps also affected the educational system. So in conclusion, the Edo period feudal system had major negative effects on Japanese education, even if it greatly influenced Japan history and culture. This shortcoming included poor institutional frameworks, a lack of diversified learning, and restricted access to education for non-samurai classes. These elements most certainly had a part in the school system's inability to completely serve the demands of all Japanese citizens at the time.